Good morning. Welcome back to Entre Nos. I'm Evelin and my co-host is
Alondra.
And today I have my best mom ever mug. Y'all can't see it, but it's kind of like a... Oh no, never mind. I'm tripping. I thought it was like a... ¿Cómo se dice?
Texture?
Holographic.
No sé qué es eso.
Cuando se mira like el... Tripping. Shiny.
Oh, okay.
Así. But it's not. It's just a basic pink. And which one did you bring?
Says, I think you're on mute.
I hope we're not on mute. But
yeah.
We forgot to tell you on the last episode that y'all can vote. Our feelings aren't going to get hurt. Whose mug is better? Mm-hmm. We're going to be bringing mugs every episode. Each one's going to be different at all times. So y'all can, vote hers or vote mine. If y'all vote for hers, I know y'all are fake as fuck. Just kidding. Nah, yeah. Y'all can vote. Our feelings are not going to get hurt.
No, they won't.
And
it's just a mug.
Today, we actually wanted to touch base on, how was your trip?
Oh, I went to Chicago. I first went to Mississippi.
Uh-huh.
And after Mississippi, I flew to Chicago. So, basically, I don't think a lot of people know. I don't think you know. Do you know
what?
That I go to retreats?
Well, yeah, you told me.
Okay, yeah. So, I went to Mississippi for a retreat, a spiritual retreat. That one was for me.
Oh, okay. Because I thought you were going to go one with your fiance.
So, we were going to go to one this past weekend.
Uh-huh.
Pero we weren't able to go, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Was it this past weekend? Yeah, this past weekend. But we weren't able to go. So, to Mississippi for a retreat, it was so nice. El retiro, so they all have, like, lemas. Like, un lema is, like, what the retreat is basically going to be about. Mm-hmm. So, el retiro se llamaba Venciendo Gigantes. Mm. Right? And it was so nice. Like,
Is that, like, overcoming, basically, like, big obstacles?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so the retreat was about that, right? And then I flew to Chicago para darle una predica a los jóvenes from Chicago.
Oh, you did say.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
And then, yeah, that was it. Came back home.
So it was really relaxed, chill. And what was your biggest thing of the retreat that you feel you got from what was it? How did you say?
Venciendo Gigantes?
Venciendo Gigantes, yeah.
So usually, like, I've had, I don't know why, pero me da mucha pena como to pray at home.
Like in front of people or by yourself?
By myself, pero like put worship music on or like, me da mucha pena in front of my parents.
Because they're not as religion or what?
No, yeah, they are. Like, well, my mom.
Are they just like more regular? Because I feel like I'm regular.
Uh-huh.
And then I feel like whenever, I don't mean like, oh, it's not regular, right? But I feel like whenever you see God, I mean, hey, that's good, right? Because then you feel like everything in your heart. But I know that, like, okay, between me and Roland, I know I seek God a little bit more. Yeah. But I'm not saying he doesn't pray on a daily and doesn't thank God, because he does, But maybe me is more like I'm more curious to know other things, than him. But because su mamá también se lo ponía mucho when he was young.
So he's like, qué
hueva. Yeah, literally. Yeah. But maybe is that how you feel at home or?
No, so basically, I be like, como, I don't know, to be honest. It was actually a battle that I didn't know how to overcome it. Porque había momentos I'm like, oh, I wish I could pray right now. And it was like 8 p.m., 9 p.m., coming home straight from work, right? And I was like, I wish I could pray right now. But like worship God with like alabanzas, full blast, Like, and I don't, and I was like, I don't want my mom to be like, oh, my dad or my sisters to be like, what's she doing? Who does she think she is,
Or what is she going through?
Yeah, like, what is she going through? Or like, salir del cuarto toda like mocosa and be like, you all right? Stuff like that. But everything's cool, I just didn't want to go through that.
You're like, I'm at peace, man.
I'm all good. So, ese era un gigante that I needed to vencer. So now I do. Now I am. And actually, like, nada pasó. Everybody's like, oh, okay, No pasó nada.
But what did you do? You just played music?
Yeah, like full blast.
In your room?
Yeah, in my room. And I would come out of my room like toda mocosa, and like my eyes red, and they're like, what? My mom nomás me preguntaba, ¿estabas llorando? And I was like, a little.
Why don't you ask her to join you?
I think that's another gente.
Really? Okay, so my question is, I don't think I've ever gotten emotionally like that when I pray. You know? Like, I feel like, if I'm being honest, like, as a regular Catholic, like, I feel like my praying is so, like, I talk to God like he's my friend.
Yeah.
No, it's just more like, hey, like, you know, this is what's going on.
You talk to him as a friend. I talk to him as a father.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like, as in, like, not a dad, right? But, like somebody you praise, right?
Yeah, uh-huh.
Oh,
Como, like, I could have, like, sentirme, like, cansada, like, I'm so tired, God. And I know I need to almost let go of something, but that letting go also comes with adding on. You know, like, Dios no te va a dejar vacía. When you let go, he gives.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's what makes me emotional. That I've let go and God has given now. Yeah. So muchas veces, maybe like a couple years ago, I was falling into, like, a trance of, like, being tired and seeking descanso in other things. Like, I don't know, really just take a bubble bath and be like, este es mi descanso. You know, pero no me sentía llena de nada.
Yeah.
Like, it wouldn't give me
emotionally.
anything. Yeah. Like, I still felt tired.
Yeah.
You know, or like, I'd be like, I'm gonna go watch a movie at the movies.
Yeah.
You know, and sometimes it's like, this is not enough. Like, no me siento llena still. So I figured that praying and giving it to God, like, God, I'm tired. Here you go. My tiredness, blah, 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 for I don't know, like, porque puedes ofrecerlo como un sacrificio for something, right? Mi cansancio por un sacrificio for something, and God returns you ese descanso or that thing that you really do need. And I feel like that's what made me emotional.
That's fulfillment of it? Yeah. I need to experience that. Maybe when you overcome that, invite me.
I know.
So I can try it. Because honestly, I don't think I've ever been to, like, a retreat or something. I'm trying to think, like... No, I don't think I have. Maybe just, like, the regular confirmation stuff, you know.
Like, sí te invitaría a un retiro, pero, like, for you to be like, hey, come over to my room. I'm going to have a worship night, you know?
You're like, I can't even invite my mom and she lives here.
Yeah. But I do want
to. A retreat, yeah. And I hope you can overcome that. Because imagine if your mom joins you. I mean, maybe you can help her overcome some stuff that she might be feeling, you know.
And my mom is una persona that she prays the rosary almost every night. Yeah, she prays the rosary almost every night.
I think that's something my suegra was gonna start doing for Lent. Like, that's what she wanted to, like, do instead of giving up something, you know.
Ofrecer algo.
Yeah. Did you decide to do something or no? What?
So I basically told my fiance that he's in charge of, like, giving us un ayuno every Lent, you know, como el hombre. I'm like, you're in charge of that. Like, you set up the tone and we're gonna do it, you know. So he did really good, and I was like, dang, that's kind of hard. Like, a lot of the things that porque son bastantes little things, but he's like, we're just gonna do a lot of little things that are doable, but it's gonna be hard porque son bastantes cosas pequeñas.
Yeah. I feel like I haven't fully, like, decided. I mean, I know it already started, you know, but I do want to do something, but I also want to give something.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, I want to give something up. But I do think my mind, not because it's just Lent season, you know, Lent time, right? That I want to, not season, right? But Lent time, that I want to do it just because it's the 40 days, right?
Right.
But I just feel like, I really do feel like right now I'm, like, on that mentality anyways, where I'm just, like, letting it go and being
You've
happy.
Been giving it up.
Yeah, like, I feel like I'm at that place. Yeah. So I don't want to just do something because it's Lent. Like, I just want to keep it going, you know? So,
and that's basically what Lent is, like,
so maybe help you get back on track, right? And then build that ¿cómo se llaman? It's not a hobby, but you build that something, so like that como una
routine.
Like a routine. Es como, no es maña, pero it's like you're building that, esa costumbre, to keep it going. And it does take 21 days to
make a habit happen.
Yeah, to make a habit, not a hobby, but a habit. To make it happen, So, that's wow.
Yeah. So what are we talking today about?
Let's do forgiveness, and we said honesty, right?
Yeah, forgiveness and honesty.
How do you manage forgiveness, or how do you ask for forgiveness?
How do I, what's forgiveness, first of all,
right? What is forgiveness?
I feel like a lot of people say, oh, I forgive, but I don't forget. They use that so much. I forgive. But I'm like, well, did you really forgive?
I'm not gonna lie. I used to say that.
Yeah, but to me, I'm like, cuando escucho eso, I'm like, well, that doesn't sound like you really forgave when you're still like saying, well, que diga tu mamá, perdóname, hija, sí, ma, te perdoné ya, pero no he olvidado. It's like, bro, like all that, you know, it's like in a way you're still bitter.
Yeah, you are.
When you say that.
You are, or maybe it could be from like, hey, I forgive you, but I don't want you to think that because I forgave you, I'm gonna let it happen again because I didn't forget.
Yeah.
That it even happened. Maybe like that.
Yeah.
So I think maybe it does depend on how it happens.
Yeah.
Like, or how you approach it and say it, right? Because that does matter a lot.
Yeah, it does.
But I do think that, I mean, because really, you can't lie and say, I forgive you and I'm also going to forget that it happened.
You're never.
Because you're never, right? So I think for me, forgiveness it's one of the biggest steps you have to take in your life.
Yeah.
To be able to move on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Whether it's you're forgiving somebody for doing something to you, or you're forgiving yourself. You know, because you also have to forgive yourself. And I feel like...
Even for letting things happen to yourself.
To yourself. Yeah. Or even doing things like to yourself. Like me, I'm not even going to lie to you. Like earlier, like this month, I like... En una sentada, I ate like hot Cheetos. I like...
En una sentada?
Yeah, like I was watching like a show and I ate hot Cheetos. I ate candy. I ate ice cream. And I'm just like... I was feeling so sick after that. My stomach was hurting. And I was like, wow. Like, I literally told my mind, I was like, man, I'm so sorry, stomach, like that I did this to you. Like... I felt so bad that I did that, you know, but it was just like one of those moments that I was just like in a crave, like I just needed to have something, you know, but it was a really bad mix of snacks, you know, but even like that, like you have to, I forgave myself for doing that, and now I don't. Now I'm thinking like I'm never doing that again. I'll limit myself to just hot Cheetos and that's it. Like no ice cream after.
No, literally. I think forgiveness looks like a period on the end. Yeah. Just put a period at the end of that sentence and you move on.
Have you ever had to forgive anybody for something crazy? A lot of people.
Yeah.
Really? Mm-hmm. Do you want to share what's like the craziest? What's the craziest?
Really?
I can tell you what mine was.
Okay, I'll share. So, it's going to get deep. At the age of 17, I got raped.
Really?
Yeah. And I had to forgive the person.
Wait, but are you okay with them?
Oh, yeah. No, I am. And now I'm actually okay with the person who did it. That's what's crazy. That I'm just like, oh, it's fine. Like, like, si me saluda, I'm not going to be, like, ugly about it. You know, I'm not going to be, like, o si me pide un consejo porque he has. O si me, you know, like, and he's asked for forgiveness, too. That's a crazy thing, yeah. He's like, forgive me.
What does your fiance say about that?
So that's actually how I lost my virginity. Yeah. So it was like a big thing, you know. Es como cuando te roban algo. Like, me robaste mi inocencia, literally.
Yeah.
And then being taken to a guilt trip after that, like, diciéndome, like, well, we've done it already. So why does it even matter? Stuff like that. Porque yo me quise quedar con la persona. De being dumb, right?
Yeah. I mean, it was a young relationship.
Yeah. And so I was like, to me, I was like, no, we didn't do anything. But to him, it's like, we did. And like,
why do we do it again?
Yeah. And I was just like, what? Like, no. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. But my fiance was, at first, he was like, what the heck? He was pissed. He's like, let me find him. But I was like, oh no, like, yeah, estamos bien. Like, I forgave him. In
your heart, like, you were, that's not like a weight holding you down.
No, not at all. Yeah.
Wow. What about like your parents? Do they know or no?
Yeah, they do.
Oh, wow.
They found out way later on. Porque when I was younger, yo era una hija de la fregada, dude. I was bad. So, when the situation had happened, my parents, yo no les había dicho lo que había sucedido. My mom found me in his house at 6 a.m. in the morning. Yeah. My mom found me in his house. And my mom thought like, oh, esta es otra noche para ti. She didn't know what had happened. She didn't even ask me, are you fine? Are you okay? Stuff like that. She for her, you know, in that moment, tampoco no conocía ella de Dios. So she didn't know how to approach the situation. All she said was like, this is another night for you. Hurry up, let's go home. you know, and I held that to myself because I didn't know how to tell them, like, Mom, you don't know what happened that night, you know? And then my dad didn't find out till, like, I was probably, like, 20-something years old. I was probably, like, 24 years old when my dad found out.
And was he, like, upset that he didn't know before?
You know, like, it was so bad porque mi papá approached it like, yeah, eso le pasa a las muchachas que no se dan a valorar, you know, stuff like that. Pero también él con la ignorancia de que,
I don't want to say like a Hispanic, you know, but the older generation.
Yeah. So for him, he didn't know tampoco how to approach the situation. Obviously, at that age, when he came to me like that, I was like, whatever. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, yo no le dije tampoco a mi papá, like, you're wrong, none of that. I was just like, okay, pa, yeah, cool. You know? Because I was over the situation. There was nothing to argue about.
In your heart, right?
I didn't need my parents to tell me sorry for nothing. I didn't need them to be like, perdón que no estoy ahí para ti. Like, I didn't really need that.
Yeah.
I had already gone through it, passed it, gave it to the Lord. Yeah, healed from it. Yeah.
Wow, you really threw that curveball.
Yeah.
Like,
I was like, you really sure?
I was like, wow. Well, let me throw one back. I feel like for me, the biggest thing my biggest forgiveness, I feel like it was for me mentally and heart-wise, I feel like I forgave the guy that like murdered my grandparents, you know, which is crazy, girl. Porque when everything happened with my grandparents, I don't even know if I've told you, but when I was raised by my grandparents, right? So when I was younger, when that happened, it was so crazy porque me and my sister was supposed to go to their house, but we didn't because they passed away on a Tuesday and we were all leaving on a trip on a Thursday. So yo me iba a ir con ellos I think it was Wednesday before going on the trip, right? And they passed away on a Tuesday. Like, so crazy because me and my sister were like saved, you know?
Yeah.
And but anyways, that happened, you know, and
it was like a shootout or something?
No, like the guy intentionally like planned, like they were.
Oh, he targeted
my grandparents. Yeah, he used to be in business with my grandpa. Oh. Like in the news, everything like came out, and it was like people were saying that my grandpa was related to them, like was involved with the mafia, but it was nothing like that. It was just like business, you know, and basically like the guy, him and my grandpa had like a bar, right? It went sideways. They closed it down, and then the guy just held a lot of resentment, right? And then he planned to do something. I want to say it was like April earlier that year in 2008, and then it actually ended up happening in June, you know? So then basically that happened. He ran, you know, his dad and his mom, the brother were all in the car whenever like él se fue. Su papá lo llevó a él a la house de mis grandparents to like do what he was gonna do.
Really?
Yeah. Everything came out in court, right? Yeah, but when I knew that I never had closure, right? So they pushed the trial so much that I always was like, man, I hate this guy. I've told Roland that I've only hated two people in this world, like, because he's always like, man, you hate me. And I'm like, no, like, for me, hate is such a big word. And for me to say I've only hated two people, and to me to say, man, I genuinely hated these people because I had such an ugly feeling. Like, I wish death upon them. Like, it's because I hated them. And it was just two people, right? And he was one of them, the guy that did that. So then, basically, él se escapó y lo encontraron en San Antonio, like, in December. And then I just found out on my grandma's birthday, last Sunday, that... they found him el día de la Virgen de Guadalupe. They found him that day, yeah, because it's in December. Yeah, So my tia just told me, she's like that she was praying, and then that like at 3 a.m. she got a call
saying that they got him,
and it was el día de la Virgen de Guadalupe.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so she said that she went to go like give thanks, you know, because they had just because they had just gotten him, you know.
Yeah.
And then that happened. So basically, they got him in 2008. The trial didn't happen until maybe 6 years later. So it was probably like 2014, 2015.
So for all those 6 years, he
was in jail.
Pero también you held.
Oh, yeah, girl. I was like, man, I hope he gets a death penalty. I hope he gets a death penalty. I hope they kill him in jail. I hope he gets the worst. Like, he gets raped. Like, the worst, girl. Like, the worst. Like, yo sé que mi mom también. I want to say I overheard a conversation. I don't know if it was my mom or who, or maybe I'm just imagining it, like, with all my hate. That I want to say, I overheard one of the adults saying, like, oh, we're going to pay for them to kill him in jail if they don't give him the death penalty. Right? But again, I don't remember who said it, or maybe I just imagined it, or maybe I want to do it, and it was just something mentally. Girl, it's like, how do you not?
Yeah, no, yeah.
How do you not grow hate for somebody that took away something from you?
It's an instinct.
Yeah,
it's a human instinct to want vengeance.
Yeah, and then so basically, when I found out I forgave this guy, is when I started feeling sorry for him. So we were in trial. Rollie me acompañó. We were already boyfriend and girlfriend, right? When this happened. So I remember him being like, wow, like, this is a lot, because he wasn't going every day, but I was going every day to the trial. A lot of my family members were there too. And the guy was just there sitting like nothing. Like, he didn't give a damn that what he did. Yeah. You could tell he didn't even feel sorry. But I felt sorry for him because, I don't know if it's ever happened to you where you sit and you just see somebody and you somehow feel sorry for them.
Yeah. You're probably like, your whole life is screwed, bro. Like you're done your whole life is done. Like if you have children,
or I just imagine them, like, even like the homeless people, I'm just like, damn, you were a little kid once. Yeah. Like, they didn't take care of you. Like, or you just lost control of yourself. But así sentía con él. Like, I would see him and I would be like, upset and I had anger, like, damn, dude, feel sorry, feel something, show sympathy, but he never did. But I still, in my heart, still felt sorry that he was in that situation, and even more when I would see the mom sit behind us with the brother that looked just like him, watching her in the back, and sometimes she would be crying, me daba más cosa. And in my head, I would tell myself in court, like, why do I care?
También odiala a ella.
Yeah, literally.
You kind of want to be like, tienes que odiarla a ella también.
Literally, I was like, why do I feel sorry for her, And, like, the trial was pretty long, and he even tried to, like, appeal and, like, try to, like, get it pushed. He tried to fire his attorneys, like, on court, so
they can prolong the process.
The process, yeah. But it had already happened too long that the judge was like, no, this is not happening. The attorneys were crazy good. Like that's the alarm. Damn, that was loud. Here, let me go on a quick break. We'll go on a quick break, guys, and we'll get back to the story. We're back, guys. So basically, me feeling this type of way towards this guy, right? And then seeing his mom, the dad had already passed away by the time the trial came, right? So he didn't even get anything. But to me, to think that even the mom and the brother were in the vehicle taking him to San Antonio to get away, it was just like, damn, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just like, and I salió, like, he had done this in Mexico.
Oh, he had already killed somebody?
Yeah. But, I mean, they didn't charge him with that, right? Oh. But, like, supuestamente, like, some of the witnesses had said that he had already done that.
But he didn't get it. Nothing happened to him.
But nothing happened to him, yeah. Oh. But, yeah, so basically, I feel like...
sorry for him.
Not that I felt sorry, but I was just like, damn, dude, like... feel something, but I was feeling for him, It was so weird, dude.
So you felt like through that you forgave him?
So once I saw that he didn't get, at that point I didn't even want him to get the death penalty. I didn't tell my family this because I didn't want them to be like,
¿Qué traes tú?
Yeah, literally, ¿Qué
traes tú feeling for
but
him?
I didn't want him to get the death penalty anymore because at that point I already knew I had God in my heart, right? Like I knew a little bit more about God. So I was just like, no, like he should stay in jail for the rest of his life. Yes. I'm not saying he needs to be walking free. Of course not, but he should be in jail. Maybe not the death penalty, but it's because the way he did it was very ugly. Yeah. You know what I mean? And it's just like, who are you to come and do this? Who gives you the power to come take somebody else's life or to cause harm like that, that's what would help me stay like, man, he's a bad guy. Like, he did something horrible. He took away my parents. Yeah, they were my grandparents, but they were like my parents. He left me with no parents at the age of 13. So it's just like, why am I feeling sorry for you, you know? And I don't know what it was. Like, honestly, like, I did want him to be in jail, like I said. He is in jail still. He has life in jail. He tried to appeal, but they didn't allow it. And then I didn't want him to get the death penalty because I said, well, God knows, like, even the death penalty, right? Yeah. Like, who are the people judging this other person to say you deserve the death penalty? Don't get me wrong, though. Don't get me wrong. When I know kids are involved, I'm just like, no. Like, there's just no way. This is an innocent child, you know? Not that my grandparents weren't innocent, you know? But I'm sure they were more of sinners at the age that they were in, you know? And I'm not against the death penalty, but I'm also, like, not for it. It just depends on the situation for me, right? And in
the Catholic Church just changed to say, like, no more death penalties.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like, the Catholics don't believe in death penalty anymore. When we used to believe in death penalty, but now
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't want him to do that. And then when the case, I did feel whenever the judge decided life in jail, no appealing, I did feel like a big weight off my shoulder. I did get my closure after so many years.
Really?
Yeah, like after so many years.
Cuando dijo life in prison.
Yeah, I was just like, I remember I cried, and I remember like feeling like, wow, like finally my grandparents can rest in peace, you know, like the person that did them this
harm. Ya hubo justicia.
Yeah, there was justice, you know, and I feel like the justice being made and me knowing that I'm still praying for my grandparents and I'm at peace with what's going on, I feel like that's what made me think, okay, maybe I did forgive this guy for that, you know, because I don't feel like, I think he's not on the I hate him. Yeah. Because I don't, you know.
But you're like, but if you try to get out, I'll see you in court.
Yeah, like, it's just crazy because it's just, I feel like, I don't know. And it's weird to even think that, you know, like.
Yeah. To be like, that was something really ugly that you did to me. And
like now I don't even, I don't want to say I don't hate.
No piensas en él sin decir, like, I wish you the worst. Ya no piensas en él pensando eso.
I don't think of him and I'm just like, wow, I wish he fucking dies like that. No. Yeah. So that's what I think, that I was just like, okay, maybe it's not that I forgive him, but I don't know what other word I can use to think that I don't feel like that.
You forgave him.
Yeah.
Porque no te vas a olvidar, pero you don't feel ugly towards the situation.
I'm never going to forget.
Yeah. You're not going to forget what he did.
Yeah.
That's why you're like, I'll see you in court because I didn't forgive.
Yeah. I didn't forget. I forgave you, but I didn't forget.
Yeah. I don't think you, I think you did forgive him.
Yeah. Damn, we went pretty deep with forgiveness.
What's the next one?
It was honesty.
Oh, okay. Honesty. We were just being honest right now.
Yeah. What's the most raw honesty you've ever given? I can think of one that I did it to my mom. I feel so bad.
I'm always honest, to be honest. Yeah, and my sisters have told me, okay, like, you're brutally, aggressively honest. And I'm like, yeah, and they're not wrong, porque I could just be like, this is this and that's that. And I'll drop the mic and I'm out. Yeah. And I don't even care for you to... Yeah. I'm ugly about the truth sometimes. Yeah. So I think, like, there was a point when you were mentirosa, dude. Era bien mentirosa. There was a point in my life que mentía por todo, and then it was like a point in my life where
Rolandita.
Watch, he's gonna be like,
yeah, he's gonna be like,
he's gonna be salty.
Really, babe? He's a better person now.
Yeah. But you're better. So move on. No, so I used to be bien mentirosilla, dude. And then when I met God, I was like, no more lies. I'm gonna fight so hard to not be a liar anymore.
I'm gonna be better.
Yeah, I'm gonna be better. I want to be a better human. Okay, so I became a brutal, honest person. Like, pero aggressive almost. Like, I don't care if you have feelings type. Porque I'm like, that won't hurt my feelings if you told me like that, you know? But not everybody's the same. And I always expect for people to have the same, like, thank you for that. I needed that, you know? But for them, it's like, whoa, like, you're rude.
Like, stop being dumb.
Yeah.
Thank you, master.
I needed that.
Yeah. I needed somebody to tell me I was dumb.
Yeah, so stuff like that. I think I'm becoming more of understanding person, like
with some of the feelings involved.
Now I'm just like, speak to me, ask me what you need to ask me, and I'm gonna tell you the truth, but already having in mind that I'm not supposed to be brutal about honest. Like, I could be honest and just like a passive honest person.
Okay, so I deal with that sometimes. I feel like sometimes me and Roland we're not yes man.
Yeah.
Right? So we'll give our feedback, and sometimes it's not liked because we're giving our feedback with all honesty.
Yeah.
You know? And I feel like that's a lot of people maybe have like distant or ya no nos dicen because they don't want like
a brutal honest opinion.
Yeah. Do you feel people have distance from you because of it?
To be honest, I've never been close to people.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
So I don't think that a lot of people.
And your sisters, no?
No, so yeah, like they don't be like, I ain't going for you to tell me the truth like that. So almost like they'll, when it's not about them and they're like, hey, give me your opinion about this that doesn't have to involve with me really. It's something that
they know it's not gonna hurt their feelings.
Yeah, like it got nothing to do with me, but I need you to tell me the truth so I can know how to approach it, right?
Yeah.
So I'll tell them and they'll be like, all right, cool, I need that. But when it comes to them, like, hey, I'm going through this, can you give me feedback? Nah, they're not gonna ask for my feedback.
Dang, what about your fiance?
Is
he as brutally as
my fiance honest? Doesn't get a pass. He doesn't get like I'm like, you gotta tell me. Yeah. What is it?
Is anybody as brutally honest with you? Is it him? Because Roland can be brutally honest with me.
He's very sweet. But another person that's very brutally honest with me, I think it's my older sister. She could be like, since you want to get there, I could get there too. Like that. Yeah. So it's la mayor. But la mayor, like, she knows that I know how to reason. Like, I would be like, oh, okay, I see what you mean. I could be like, duh, humanly, you're like, whatever. Yeah. You didn't have to say that, you know?
I already knew.
Yeah. Yeah, but for her to know, like, I know that you know, but I know too. Yeah. So you ain't fooling nobody. And that's kind of like, I thought I was being smart about it and nobody was going to tell. Yeah, so she's another person that she would tell me. I just had a heart-to-heart with my sisters. I think it was Saturday night. So something beautiful happened Saturday night. My grandma from Mexico, she came over to visit us. And my mom hadn't seen her for like 24 years. Aww. I know. So it was like a beautiful moment for all of us. So everybody came to the house to come see my grandma. And me and my sister had a heart-to-heart. And it was literally about this, that we don't know how to have friends. Because my parents have never had friends, you know? And it's like almost like a trusting thing we're not comfortable with. Like my little sister said, she's like, I don't feel okay with giving anybody the power of knowing what I am, who I am, and what I do and how I do it. She's like, I don't feel, and she's like, I don't even think they're gonna hold that against me, or it's just like knowing that is what. And even with her sisters, with us, like me to my sisters, I'm not too open. I'm open, but not very open. They know me like surface, you know, like they know me on the surface. The only person that knows me is my fiance. Pero that's what we were like, we wish we could be like, I want you to know me completely, you know? Yeah. So it's good. Como por decir, my sister was like, I'm going to tell you what I need from you guys para que tengamos esa conexión. So we're like, okay, you tell us your needs and we're going to try to meet your needs. Yeah. So for her, she's like, don't judge me. Just don't judge me. Like, I'm going to tell you, like, every time you see me screw up or do something that, she's like, I'm very emotional, I'm very sentimental. So almost like, I was like, okay, she basically wants us to plant flowers in the darkest areas of her life. Just plant a flower there.
Yeah. Yeah. By not judging her.
Yeah, by just not judging her. Because we're very burlonas. We're just like, yeah, like if we see something happen or like if we know that, we start bullying. Like, that's the Mexican thing, you know, like, hacer burla.
It's just funny that you say that, because I feel like me and my little sister, I feel like we make fun of our older sister. But, I mean, not that I'm excusing us, but I mean, it's just sometimes she does things and there's just no way.
No way I'm not going to laugh at you.
But, yeah, I don't know if it's just, maybe because that's the cuellas, being the older sister, diferente. I don't know.
Yeah, so
What were your needs?
I don't really have any, porque I told him, I was like, honestly, I don't know why I don't open up with you guys. To be honest, I feel like me ayuda mucho tener a Dios, you know? Mm-hmm. I feel like I don't have to really
have friends.
Not honestly, like at this age, I'm like, I want friends. Like, I do think I need friends. Pero I don't feel like I need to rely on somebody emotionally, you know?
Oh, no, I mean, you never should.
Yeah. Like,
I don't think about it.
Yeah. I don't feel like, déjame te comparto esto que estoy pasando. Like, I've never felt like that.
I feel like me, when I am going through something, the person I do tell is Roland. Like, he's my go-to guy. You know, like, he's my person.
Like, ando huevoneando ahora.
Like, because it's just more like, and it's not that I rely on him, but it's just, sometimes it is good to just have somebody to vent to.
And to be honest, that's your teammate.
Yeah. And know? To get the feedback, you know, because you can talk to God and, you know, express yourself, but sometimes you just don't hear it, but it comes another way, you know. But sometimes I feel maybe verbally there's a situation that you might need to hear it. Like, okay, like with me would be Roland. Like, he is like, I'm like, man, I'm really feeling like some type of way, you know? And then he'll be like, well, why? And then I start going deep into what I'm feeling, right? Or él también, if he's at work and he has to tell me something about...
Like, because Alondra's mug's always better than mine. I'm feeling some type of way.
Mine already has the word best, so I don't know.
But you're on mute.
Me checking that we are recording.
Yeah.
but yeah, I feel like overall it's not good to rely on somebody emotionally, but it's good to have somebody. At least one person, you know, whether it's your mom, because I've seen a lot of people that are like really close to their mom and have good relationships, and sometimes I'm just like hating low-key.
My sisters think that I'm my mom's favorite. And really? We had a big argument. They were because we were having a heart to heart. They're like, well, we know that you're my mom's favorite for this and reason and a whole bunch of reasons. And I was trying to be like, well, that's you guys' opinion. And they looked at each other like.
But do you think you're your mom's favorite?
I don't think I'm my mom's favorite.
Who do you think it is?
But I do think that my mom does rely on me a lot.
Okay, that's different then,
yeah,
right?
I think she does rely on me a lot emotionally. She won't say
who her favorite is?
My mom, no. She says she doesn't have any favorites. Pero I feel like, I don't know. Like my sisters say, mom never sees anything wrong on you. Nothing ever is wrong. Even though like...
Antes.
Yeah, antes I was really bad. But now she's like...
maybe she's just proud that you overcame a lot.
Yeah.
You know, and she just wants to keep pushing you. And maybe your sisters weren't as wild as you. That you had to like... That she had to be like... You know?
Yeah, behind them all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah.
My mom says she said she had a favorite.
Really?
Yeah. You? Nah, girl. I could never. No, I think my mom, when we asked her straight up, she said that I think it was my little sister and I know it was my little brother. Like both of them, the little ones. I think my little sister is porque ella siempre ha sido bien calmada, like nunca le contesta. Like right now she's the one that lives with my mom.
Oh, okay.
And my little brother has always been very like protective of her. You know, now he doesn't live with her, so I don't know if he's like the same.
Still a favorite.
Yeah. I don't know if he's still up there, but he is the only boy.
Yeah.
So, and then, but I do feel like back then, my mom used to be super like always with my older sister, la ayudaba con todo, pero siempre peleaban. They have the same character.
Con tu older sister. Even
though my older sister hates when we tell her, and I'm like...
Oh, tell me about it. My older sister también hates when we tell her, like, tú eres como mi mamá. Yeah. She doesn't like it.
Yeah, my sister, she's like, no, I'm not. I'm like, bro, yes, you are. But I think one of my... Oh, you didn't say what was your... Oh, you said you were brutally honest, right? I feel like for me, one of the...
But not no more. I'm trying not to.
I feel me too.
I'm trying more like you figure it out before I give you the honesty.
Yeah,
go figure it out.
No, I feel me. It's not that I was brutally honest. No, but I would give my opinion and
it came off as like
it came off.
Dang, bro.
Yeah, like I see. Like,
are you mad?
Like with my sister, I remember she would go through a lot of stuff, and I'd be like, "Damn, dude, you're dumb." Like,
and that's that.
Yeah, like what the fuck, you know, like. Snap out, you know. But now that I'm older, I understand, like, okay, maybe she was really going through it, and I didn't know her situation,
needed,
but
like,
I was
for someone
judging
to
her
listen.
younger, you know. But now I do feel like I am still very honest. So if you come to me, I'm gonna give you my honest opinion. But I feel like now I'm just like, well, do you really want to know like what I'm thinking?
Yeah.
You know, because I'm gonna tell you for real.
Yeah.
Because if not, I'll just hear you out, like, you know. But I also have distanced myself a little bit from even people's problems.
Right. So you're like, you don't even need my honesty.
Yeah, you don't need it anymore because I don't even know what you're going through.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's another thing. Like, I'll just either keep my distance so I don't have to deal with the problem, because then I feel like I'm taking the problem personally and emotionally, and it's a lot, like, to deal with. So now I'm just like, but I'm still honest. I think my most honest thing was, like, one time my mom, she didn't want to do something for me that had to do with school, and I was so upset, but she was my only way to get there, my ride, right?
You probably needed a pass to get out of school.
I don't even know what it was.
Remember, Chavez, we had that.
Yeah, she never signed mine, so I would always sneak out. Yeah.
You're so bad.
Okay. Dices tú, you were probably wilding out worse que yo. I was bad in a way that, I mean, I did do a few drugs here and there, you know, nothing crazy. I would sneak out a lot from school. I would skip a lot. But I always kept my grades up. And I think the only problems were, like, girls, haters. I always had a lot of haters. No, sorry. Sí, cierto. I did, man. Honestly, but I was so friendly. It's because, I mean,
like, when you're a new girl, because you were a new girl in Chavez.
I was
they were like, oh, who's that?
But
she's
I knew
cute,
a lot
whatever.
of them, though, which is the crazy, because I went to Rucker, where I knew a lot of them.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then I went to
Chavez.
Stevenson.
Yeah.
So then I knew a lot of people in Chavez. But I also went to Austin. So I feel like the
beef in between all the schools.
I feel like I knew a lot of people because I went to a lot of schools, you know. But there was always that one girl that was like eyeing me, and I'm just like, girl, I don't got time for you, like, you know. But if you want to square up, we can go outside right now. But I think it was that one time my mom, no sé que no, my mom's always been a lazy driver. She never likes to drive. And she could have driven me.
Vete caminando.
She could have driven me, but she just didn't want to. I don't remember what it was. And I was so upset. And I'm like, man, you know what? Like, and I told her, one day when I graduate my high school and I'm going to buy myself a car without your help or my biological dad's help, I'm going to send both of y'all my diploma with the letter in the back. And to let y'all know that I did this without y'all, because you're not helping.
No me están ayudando.
Yeah, like, and it was for high school, girl. Like, I would have to pay my mom gas money to use her truck to go to school. And my tia that lived behind us, her husband, would drive with me, and he would bring my mom her truck back. Yo tenía que pagar gas so I can get my ass to Chavez. Gosh, because I got kicked out of East early. So my consequence was get a job, pay for gas to go to school.
That was your consequence from your parents, basically.
From my mom.
From your mom.
Yeah, because my...
pero bien que le convenía a ella también.
Yeah, literally. And I'm just like, wow. That's why Chavez, I graduated early, and I ended up doing the...
co-op or something like that?
Yeah, I did I went in as a junior, and I took the test in October and became a senior in, like, October. And just did that and was a senior from there. But I was there, like, Monday through Saturday. 7, 8... No, I think they had 0 period, which was, like, at 6 something. I was there, and then till 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Y luego Saturday de 8 a 12, porque I was taking the ceramic, whatever class. What was it?
Yeah. The ceramic class.
The ceramic class.
On Saturdays?
On Saturdays. Yeah. Y luego I would go to work at Whataburger on whenever I could.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and I was at the busiest Whataburger in Houston, the one by Golf Gate.
Dude. Yeah. Always busy, always a line.
Yeah. And then
that was... está por the Home Depot, right?
Yeah. That was my life. My junior year. Wow. Just so I could pay my mom back gas money. And that's when I grew to hate the color orange, because I hated wearing those shirts. It was horrible. I would dream about ketchup, girl. Like...
Spicy ketchup.
Do you want spicy ketchup or regular ketchup?
But yeah. So that was the time that you had been brutally honest.
Yeah.
I think for me, when I was brutally honest, it really had to be with myself.
Yeah?
Yeah, like the time wherever I was trying to gain my parents' trust back. Like, I was like, okay, I need to gain my parents' trust back. I'm really bad, blah, 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 blah. I had to be honest with myself. But not only that, when I started pursuing God, like doing church stuff, it was to get my parents' trust back. Not for me. Yeah. Not for me. Yeah, porque, dude, like, forgive me, Lord, right? But there was times that I would go to church high. Like, yeah, like, I was bad. Like, I would sneak in drugs to church.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I was really bad.
You were bad.
Yeah.
Entonces, I'm so glad I didn't have you as a friend.
Yeah. Y son sacaba mi little sister, too. Like, vámonos a la Michoacana.
Oh, I thought I muted that.
I'd be like, vámonos a la Michoacana. I mean, la Michoacana. Vámonos a Taqueria del Sol to get tacos while mass was going on. And then my mom will pick us up. Yeah, I was so bad. Las son sacaba. Like, I was just like, screw it, dude. Listen. Nomás, it was just to get my parents' trust back. So I had to be honest about that. Like, esto lo estoy haciendo for my parents, not for me. Mm. And I had to be brutally honest. Like, if I really want to change my life, I need to start doing things for me. Yeah.
Dang.
And it was like a tough pill to swallow that I was wrong, that I was bad, that
it was you.
Yeah. That I was a problem, that they were not the problem. They just wanted the best for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang. That was pretty tough.
Mm-hmm.
But with that being said, we'll be back, guys. And we are back. So with that being said, we did want to encourage you guys to be honest.
Yeah.
One, I guess, use Alondra's example and be honest with yourself, really.
Yeah. Be honest with yourself.
And then the next one would be honest with others, even though the white little lies sometimes do help you get out of trouble in certain situations, I'm not gonna lie, I still lie sometimes. I do the little white lies here and there. I'm trying not to.
I think we're all guilty of that, though.
Yeah, I'm trying not to. I'm trying to step back a little bit from those,
or like actually like own up to it, like, oh, I just lied, like like own up to it, like, okay, you did it, pero retract your steps.
You know how I feel better about it? If I know that I did it and I tell somebody and my somebody is Rollie.
Yeah, no, yeah, literally.
I feel a little bit better.
Like, you're like, okay, I re-backed and I fixed my mistake.
By telling somebody.
Yeah.
Not the person I like to, though. But, like, a veces quiero estar, like...
En paz or something.
Quiero estar aquí en mi casa haciendo nada. Y luego alguien quiere venir and I'm just like, no estoy.
Muy ocupada estoy yo.
No estoy, tengo planes. But it's just because I know that normally I am super busy. So for me to have my...
So si está y no tiene planes, puedes venir.
My chill hour time, it's just like, dang, I want to take advantage of this. I don't gotta, no interruptions, But yes, guys, be honest. And be honest with yourself. Being honest with yourself is actually key for this one. Being honest with yourself. Because that's going to take you a long way. And then for forgiveness.
Yeah, forgive. Though you're not going to forget. We never forget, right? Mm-hmm. But it's very necessary for your own growth, for your own, para no hacerte bitter.
That's a good one, yeah.
Para no hacerte viejito tan rápido y amargado, right? Just forgive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, viejita y amargada.
Yeah, toda viejita y amargada.
Acuérdate, estamos hablando con muchas girls.
Oh, yeah. I'm so used to referring to men.
I know. I know me say, all right, guys. Like, it's like, I'm hoping,
right,
I do
girls.
hope guys watch this. Because honestly, like, if it's a guy watching this, man, this is good, advice coming from girls, But yes, forgive. You'll feel like a lot, And if you don't know how to, hey, send us a message. We'll be more than happy to, like, give you a lesson plan.
To just guide you to God.
No, yeah. It'll be like a lesson plan. Forgive, follow God, seek God. Like, no, but yes, forgiving will really, like, bring, it will, if you forgive somebody, I feel like it'll give you enough space in your mind and your heart to fill it with joy.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
That's a good one, right? Yeah, that's a good one. I was trying to visually, like, I saw it visually, but I was trying to, like, express it out, and it came out pretty good. And don't forget to send your stories if you have stories. It's obviously going to be anonymous. We're not going to say your name, but we'll give you our...
You can make a fake page.
Yeah. Or you can send it to our personal ones, too, you know. But this is episode 2. What else did we say we were going to talk about? I forgot. Just that, right? It was just 2 words. And I know we went a little bit intense at the beginning. We weren't expecting that.
But this is an unexpected podcast.
Yeah, it's a Entre Nos Podcast.
Yeah.
That it's an Entre Nosotras, but it's publicly going on YouTube. But yeah, just don't forget to subscribe on Studio 1017 to know that's the overhead now. And don't forget to like this video, comment your favorite mug or your favorite part of this episode, give us feedback, and follow us on Instagram at Studio 10.17. Peace.